Hello and welcome to episode 2 of my new Valheim world with my main character here. In the last episode we created this little house here. We found our home area that we wanted. We discovered the merchant and we traveled the entire length around this island. In today's episode, I think I'm just going to focus on gathering copper, surtling cores, all types of stuff that I need in the Black Forest. And then after I do that, probably build a boat and start looking for a swamp. So without further ado, let's get it. Alright, I got some of the copper back to the base. Just starting to smelt it now. I destroyed my portals so that I could have a smelter and a kiln at the same time. And so while this happens, I will probably go farm up some more surtling cores as well as get some more copper and tin. So I was just doing these crypts for more surtling cores. And I don't remember ever seeing pillars like this. So I thought I'd just include this because I've been on quite a few different seeds and I've never seen a pillar like this. I don't know if this was just added in Hearth and Home or what. But yeah, pretty cool. Right, so I just did a haul of some copper and tin. Just around the merchant area. There's some copper like here and some copper up here. So I just got the close ones and then there's a ton of tin just along here. So we're sitting at 93 copper and 44 tin. So pretty good. Not quite as much as I want because I want like lots to be able to decorate with, so gonna have to get a lot more, but for now that's good enough. I'm pretty tired like IRL, so I think I'm gonna call it a day here, and maybe tomorrow I might look for a swamp tomorrow or the next time that I'm on. That, and I still need to farm up some more surtling cores. But if I find a swamp, then I might just use the swamp for surtling cores, because it's pretty good. It is time to start exploring the waters. However, before I can do that, there is one slight issue, which is I only have been eating carrots and onions for food. I didn't bring any other kind of like meat or anything with me, so I'm going to need to get some better food because I might run into some planes or whatever when I'm out and about. So what I'm thinking is that I'm going to use some of my tin that I have here to make a cauldron. I will have to figure out if I can make some like deer stew or something like that. Because I do have some carrots. I don't have a ton of carrots. Let's go see. I might have to prioritize carrots for a little bit. Unless I want to go into the mountains and just get some wolf meat. So yeah, we have a little bit of extra carrots here. We got 9. Don't know how many you need for like minced meat soup or deer soup or whatever it's called. So I'm gonna go make the cauldron, and we'll figure out what kind of foods I can bring. So I just gave my options a little look at what I could do with what I have right now. And I guess I didn't look at the cauldron level, so it looks like deer stew and minced meat sauce are going to give me about 110 health together. And then if I have onion soup, that'll be 130 health. So that'll be a decent amount of health, pretty good amount of stamina because it'll be onion soup. So I think that's what I'm gonna go for. So I need to use my blueberries. I have lots of meat, so I'm not too concerned about that. And then for this one, it'll be the necktails and the carrots. This takes carrots too, right? Yeah. So that's the food that I'm gonna roll with. So I'll make that up. I'll make the carve boat here. I believe I have everything except for the bronze nails made. Do I have 10 deer hides actually? I do, so make a carve and we will go look for a swamp. So something that I noticed is I actually need level 2 cauldron to make onion soup, which wouldn't be a problem, but I don't have any turnips on me, so I can't make the spice rack and I can't make the butcher's table because I don't have silver, and I need black metal for the pots and pans, so I can only use a level 1 cauldron currently. So I think I will just be using onions for my stamina food. So that'll be a little bit worse, but still not too bad. And then something else that I thought of is I'm probably going to make a fermenter before I leave and then get some potions going as I'm sailing. Alright, everything is ready to go. We have our stuff for our boat here. We have an extra portal ready to go. I've set this up as swamp. We have poison resistance fermenting. So the only thing that I need is some wood to make a workbench. So we get our food and we're ready to sail out. So, and the wind is even on our side. Wow, it's not often that you see that. I could go that way to the Elder, but I think I'm just gonna go and follow the wind right now, so if I find a swamp or anything interesting, I will let you guys know. Okay, so that didn't take very long. We actually did find a swamp just across from our home here. There's like a tiny little bit of islands here. I was getting a little bit worried because I was scaling this entire coastline and I wasn't seeing any crypts. But as you can see right there and right there, we have 2 of them. So I will go ahead and defend my portal here. So this is just going to be kind of a small swamp. It's not going to be the end-all be-all, but for right now it's going to do perfectly fine because I need to collect things like blood bags, entrails. I need things like chains so I can come here at night and hunt some banshee. I think that's what they're called, banshee. But most importantly, I just need enough iron so that I can make a bigger ship, so that I may find a bigger swamp and fill the boat with some iron. But for right now, this is pretty good. One thing that I did forget though was I did forget my swamp key, which if you remember from the first episode was one of the items that I actually brought over. So I don't even need to go kill the Elder. I just already have a swamp key ready to go. Though if I did have to kill the Elder, it really wouldn't be that big of a deal. It's just over here. Oh, I guess I should get rested. So I'm gonna go back, get rested, and then I'm gonna go clear out those crypts. And then I'll probably just have the iron here because I'm assuming that I'll have too much iron for 4 spaces if I clear out 2 crypts. But since I see these crypts here anyways, I'm gonna go and do them. Right, well this is unexpected. I actually found the location for bone mass in here. Whoa! That is very far away. Wow. It's pretty far for bone mass there. Still just working on through this first crypt here. Hey, we got a abomination on us. I don't see any like those fire vents, which is normally how I just deal with this. So I'm just gonna use it to farm up some fine wood here, because I'm gonna need so many, or not fine wood, sorry. Ancient bark. I don't know if I'm gonna get enough from the crypts for everything that I'm gonna want it for. What just poisoned me? Oh, it's neat. Excuse me, sir. Oh. Yeah, I don't want to play around too much with this thing though, so. Yeah, I really don't see any fire events, so I guess I'm just gonna have to deal with it. Oh, slash damage is white. Cool, I thought slash damage would be gray, but slash was actually white on it, so that's cool. We got some guck, we got some roots. Just make sure everything got it. Oh, and I got a trophy too, that's cool. Take care of those guys. Yeah, one thing that I didn't mention is I have to go find some turnip seeds as well at some point, so I will be doing that. And then there's a Draugr spawn over here, so I might just use that to farm up some entrails as well. It's a really nice little swamp area here for starting off the biome. Can't complain at all. Finished farming up those 2 crypts here. Found another one, and I was just running through looking for some turnips, but I can't actually find any. And then this guy spawned on me here. So I'll just quickly deal with him. So yeah, I'm probably just gonna give it a quick run through the whole swamp here. Just looking for some turnips. And then I can start making my voyage back, and hopefully I can find some turnips, because if I can't, then I guess we'll just have to find another swamp specifically just for turnips. Alright, I was getting pretty worried because we're right at the edge of the swamp here and there is nothing else, so pretty worried, but we finally did find some turnip seeds. So let me get rid of something. Still other scraps can go for now. Okay, and that is pretty much everything that I'm gonna need from the swamps for now. There was no Surtling core people here, so still gonna have to find that in a different swamp, but everything else I got a good amount of, actually, so... Just gonna head back to the boat. Oh, I guess I'll kill this guy. And then I'm gonna head back to the boat. And we can start sailing back. I think I have too much iron for the mini boat right now, but that's fine because I'll have to come back for the other crypt anyway, so... Let's just make quick work out of this guy. I think they drop a trophy every time because I've gotten a trophy every time now. I'm missing one. There it is. Alright, so I'm just gonna head back and I'll show you before I sail out how much iron I actually ended up getting from 2 crypts. Okay, so we're back at the boat here. Let me just mark this as... Here. Chest. So we ended up getting 60, 90, that's 19, that's 120, so that's 210, 229 I think, 229, right, 120, plus 90. Here's 210, plus 19, 229. Not too bad. So I can only take back 158. Leave the rest here. I'll come back for it because I got another crypt anyways. But for now, let's take off. I don't have any room for 10 pieces of wood. I'm kind of stuck here. Give it a little push. And we shouldn't take too much damage. Just spin around here, or should I go around the island? I'm gonna go around the island. The way that I didn't come yet. That might be foolish, but I'm not really too worried about it. Got enough food where I should be able to take on anything that I come across, as long as I don't get sunk by a serpent. Should be a-okay. But yeah, I'm gonna head back this way to my home here, and I will check back in when I've got the iron burning in the smelter. Okay, and we got our 3 furnaces going. What's that? Smelters going. So they're gonna bang out a bunch. I had coal going as I was doing the crypts in the swamp, so we got lots of coal. Shouldn't have to worry about that. Our boat here. I think I'm just gonna destroy it, because I don't think I'm gonna be using a small boat now for a while. So I might as well just do that. And if you didn't know, you can get your stuff back from your boats. But you have to make sure that you're on some like shallow waters like this, so that you can get your nails back. The easiest way that I've found to do it is just to do this, and you gotta make sure that you have some wind with you. Hopefully we'll have enough. then you just kamikaze into the shore here. Try not to hit the rock. And then just like that, you get your nails back. If you see like an area that is kind of shallow, but you can still get up onto it, you can get your stuff back from your boats. And that way you only have to, like, say I wanted to go back with this boat, I wouldn't have to sail all the way back. I could just use my portal, because you could portal with your nails, like so. And then that'll just save you a trip in the future. So there's a tip for you if you didn't know that. But the first thing that I probably should use the iron on is to update the forge and the workbench here. What I mean by that is the upgrades like this, the tool rack, the smith's anvil. I think I could already, yeah, I already have that. I have chains now for the bellows. Is there any workbench improvements I can do with this? I don't have any obsidian yet. Anyways, that's what I should be doing, but I think what I'm actually going to be doing is the storage, because well, eventually I want to get black metal chests, but for now iron would be good enough. And after I upgrade the chest to black metal, then I can just get the iron back from these chests anyways. But yeah, right now I'm currently like running out of space for some of this stuff. Like this was supposed to be thistle and grey dwarfite only, and I had to end up using it for a bunch of other stuff. Although that shouldn't be in there. So the storage is not big enough for me right now. Like my cooking storage is completely full. It was just a minor fix, and so I'm going to make some reinforced chests on this side. I don't exactly know how to do the sign thing like I did for the wood ones. I don't exactly know how to do that with these, but I'm going to figure it out. And we're just going to redesign this corner a little bit, I guess. One thing I'm kind of worried about is my table might stick out too far, so I might end up just doing like 2 chests. And then maybe like a 3rd row of the higher up chests, you know, so. I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna have to take this entire thing down though, and move it somewhere else. So it's gonna be a little bit of a project here. But I think in the end it will be worth it. And the end goal will actually be the black metal chest, not the iron. But I don't know how you label these, so that'll be stuff that I have to figure out. So I finished up the storage area, and it took me a lot longer than I care to admit, but I'm decently happy with it. I mean, I haven't really used these like big of chests before, so it's gonna take a little bit of getting used to, but are the chests. Still got quite a bit of room in like every chest, so I think I spaced it out good enough. And while I was doing that, I realized that I can finally make a stone cutter, so I can actually make this into a hearth. So I think that'll be my next little project here. is to fix the cooking area, I guess. And I also got chains, so we can make some iron cooking stations as well. Before I do any of that, though, I had better upgrade my stuff as much as I can before I forget to do that. So that's what I'll do, and then I'll work on that. I kind of ran out of time here, but I redid the floors since we now unlocked the stone cutter, and I added a bunch of smith stuff, so now our forge is level 7. This is like a huge mess. I gotta figure something else out for my bed, because the bed is like, it's kind of weird if it's like close to the cooking stuff. So I might try to put like a bed up here later on. Not too sure where I want to put the bed, but yeah. It's kind of messy right now, but I just have the bed on top of a table, and then I have to have that close, so I just have it pointing out the window. A nice little view of the creek there. And yeah, I might get rid of this table because it's just kind of like in the way. Other than that, just need to get more bronze and iron and stuff so that I can use it to decorate my house. Yeah, this is what it's at right now. The stone floor in here too. So yeah, it's coming along. Thought it was a good time for an update here. I just got back from the swamps. We cleared out that other crypt. And before that, I went over into here and mined out 3 copper veins. And got some tin, so I have crap ton of iron here, you know. And quite a bit of copper too, so just been grinding away getting that stuff. I think the next step is going to be plains for some black metal. I think that would be best left to a new episode, so I think that's where I should end this one. The house is in a little bit of disarray, but maybe next time we'll clean up the house and farm up some black metal, find a plain somewhere. And yeah, maybe that'll be the next episode. But thank you for watching. Till the next one. Peace.